Hey everyone, welcome to Pop XP. And before the show starts, make sure to click that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload awesome new content. And don't forget, if you can, make sure to share our stream on all your social media outlets. We appreciate it, and thanks for helping us grow the Pop XP channel.
Hey everybody, teen sensation Billy Tucci. Today is the 24th of March in the year of our Lord 2024. And I don't know, man. Let's say we do some bros.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most exciting stage show you've ever seen.
Hello.
All right. There's somebody in the chat. This is so funny. I got to read it. He says, if Billy wants to end the stream, he has to start it first.
I know.
Well, Andy and I were in a private chat that we know you guys couldn't hear. So
yeah, I want to say two things about your private chat. We heard every damn word you said. And you know what? Billy? You know what, Billy Tucci? They're not falling out. And Andy, I will always have more hair than you. So take that.
True, you will.
Gray or not?
It's true.
Gray or not?
I don't like all the racist comments about the Irish lad.
Oh my God!
You know,
since when is telling you to go suck down a bowl Lucky Charms racist? Come on.
And Aaron, I didn't mean to call you a poo nose.
You know, what?
What?
Okay, what I want to know is, Billy, what are you? You pretend to be Italian. You pretend to be Irish. You pretend to be Scottish. I have no freaking idea.
I'll tell you exactly what I am. Okay, I am about my mother's. So in me, I am about. I think I'm 47% Sicilian.
Okay.
Or 45% Sicilian, 2% Southern Italy, and 3% Greek. That's on my mother's side.
Okay.
On my father's side, I have, and I got to check what the latest things are, but I am Scottish. I am mostly English. Okay. And I got a little bit of Irish in me, Graham Nolan. I believe it's getting up to like 8% of Irish. So it's England and Northwest Europe is the majority.
I feel like you're leaning into the Scottish stuff really heavy for someone.
My name
really
is Scott. My name is my real last name is Elliott. My born last name is Elliott, and that's a very, very like famous Scottish name.
Okay, all right.
So that's why
Now, as long as I remember everything you just told me, I'll never bring this up again. But there's no promise.
Just remember this, Aaron. He's a mutt.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. He's a mutt.
Like Debbie is German, Polish, Lithuanian, and mean.
Right. Right.
I think that goes for all women.
People are German and Polish. Like, I wonder how that happened.
Yeah. Tell me. Yeah. So,
somebody was drunk.
Her mother's Polish, Lithuanian. Her father's German and maybe Slovak. But one of our neighbors asked us that, like, say, almost like 28 years ago when we moved here. We're hanging out with our new neighbors, and they're like, "Wow, Debbie, you got really beautiful, like almond-shaped eyes." It's like, what is she? She has high cheekbones, and I said she's German, Polish, and mean.
High cheekbones. Is she Native American?
I don't. Yeah, just like
Liz Warren is. She has high cheekbones.
No, Shelley is part Native American.
Is she? Well, so here's where the Irish in me comes, Graham, is that my great grandfather on my mother's side, my father's side, his last name is Stevens, and that's where the Irish comes from. But he was very dark, and he told everybody. So I got in touch 2 years ago or so with a neighbor of theirs, right, that found me and has all of my father's, our family heirlooms that he's kept trying to find me for the past 50 years. It's a really amazing story. And she goes, "Oh, well, your grandfather, he's like Cherokee because he's dark." And I have pictures of him, and and I did the ancestry. There's no Cherokee in me, but so maybe Shelley's like that too. "Oh yeah, you're dark. Oh yeah, you're Native American."
No, her mom,
Irish.
Her mom is, and her grandmother was on that side. They had Indian in them. So
well, maybe get some of that government money, bro.
Well, that's the problem. There's not enough Indian there to get any money out of it. So it's of no benefit.
Wait a minute. Liz Warren doesn't have any Indian and she got it.
That's
We're not lying about it, though.
Yeah,
That's
I was going to say, work a little harder there, Lopez.
Yeah, that's a good mix there, Darren Wagner.
But how do they find out like how much of each of these things you want?
So for Christmas, like 2-3 years ago, because I never knew my whole father's side of the family because he died before I was born. My mother remarried, and my mother's really awful, and I love my mother, but awful to my father's side of the family. Basically, what she did to them. Then she got remarried, and I was like adopted Tucci, or supposedly adopted Tucci. I don't think I ever was officially adopted. So I never had a social security number until like college. Like I don't have a social security. I got into college. I got all this stuff using my mother gave me my social security number, but it was my deceased stepfather's social security number, World War II veteran who had passed.
Oh my God.
Security number. And the crazy thing is that this is the only year my school you got your learner's permit in school. So I just signed up going in there and did it. And I didn't need to show my birth certificate or anything like that. Anyway, it's a long story short. Welcome to the Brofessionals, everybody. It's a weekly revolving show that centers around 5 of the meanest bastards in comics, but also amongst the most talented and jovial.
And nicest.
What?
Yes.
And nicest.
Yeah, affable. The affable.
Let's speak for yourself.
Despite
the affable Brofessionals, that's us.
That's right.
Yes, and starring everyone's favorite professional, the cuddly curmudgeon, Aaron Lopresti. You're a cuddly curmudgeon. That was Andy Cole.
I am.
You and
I'm getting more curmudgeonly by the day.
That sounds like a 70s sitcom.
It does.
Aaron Lopresti, the cuddly curmudgeon.
Starring.
Yep. And then then we have, of course, Andy Smith with a voice of velvet, and of course but a face for radio.
That's right.
He's got a butter face.
Yeah, butterface. So guys, this week in comics, I'd like to start. We do a segment. We always open up with This Week in Comics, and I'd like to share. Do I have it here on the overlay? Let me see if I put it in the overlay.
This has something to do with she. I know it.
Will you stop? Will you just stop?
Oh, what?
Billy the shameless self-promoter.
Is that what it is?
No, it's not. It's not. Hang on. Where is
This day in history, I did this with she.
No, I made it too. Where is it? Hang on. No, give me a second, will you? Please. I made a nice overlay. What the hell
We're
is
supposed
it?
to prepare this before we come on the show.
Well, you guys are talking for too long.
Oh,
Anyway,
come on.
No, so now it's our fault. Now
it's your fault. I made a really nice overlay and I didn't load it up. But sad news, this week we lost the great Sam Keith.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
1962 to 2026. He passed away on the 15th of March. And I've never met him in person, but I heard nothing but wonderful things about him. And I just think that's a good lead. I don't know if you guys were friends with him and ever had conversations with him at all, but
well, I never met him personally, but the whole Image thing and all those guys love Sam Keith. But there was one thing, like I was young enough that little like details like this meant so much, like just stylistic things. And that foam cord rips like on clothing and stuff like that. I was like, that is so effing cool, man. You know what I mean? It's like those little things when you're young and you're just like, whoa, how did he think of that? That's pretty damn cool. You know?
Yeah, I mean, just what an original talent, and like I don't know about you guys, but I had no idea that him and Kelly Jones were friends since high school.
I had no clue.
Crazy.
Until Kelly posted that.
And what did he say? He had a friend who said, I have a friend and he's really weird, and you're weird too, so you like each other. So these two weird artsy guys became pals, you know, and end up becoming, you know, comic book superstars.
But if somebody says that about a girl they want you to meet, run.
Yeah, that's right. That's not an endearing endorsement for a girl.
And they're both stylists too. With
that's what I was going to say. They,
unique styles all their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best part about comic books is just like, you know, like these things that come out of left field and you're just like, whoa, where'd that come from? And it's neat that we all have our individual voices. I know that like Marvel and DC had house looks, you know, every decade or so, but there would still be like these originals that would come out of that, you know, that kind of I don't want to say Marvel and DC actually mandated it, but I think Marvel at one point did, you know, especially in the 90s, you know, with the West Coast look and stuff like that.
Sure.
But yeah, like there were talents still, you know, breaking the barriers and coming out and doing some killer shit, and he was one of them.
Yep.
Yeah, sure was, man. 100%. So Godspeed, buddy. Thank you for all the wonderful entertainment and inspiration for sure.
Yeah. See you on the other side.
Yep, see you on the other side, bro. All right, so I did one of my first ever chat GTPs.
Uh-oh.
Yep, and I searched what happened this week in comics.
Oh.
So we have
look at that.
On
Tarzan.
Yeah, and John Carter, Warlord of Mars was my favorite series when I was a kid. I loved that.
Really? Well, look
Gil
at that.
Kane and Rudy Nebres. Yes.
See, and you got first. So wait a minute. You guys thought I was hawking my own wares there.
Well,
Even though she
Andy,
came
why
out
did you say that?
I don't know.
32 years ago. I'm not talking about myself. Anyway, well, Tarzan #1 and John Carter Warlord of Mars debuted.
A quick aside, I remember seeing those on the newsstand when they came out.
Me too.
I flipped my lid, and also they were #1 issues, and I don't think Marvel had launched a #1 in a while. So when I saw that, I was like, "Holy crap! I'm picking
that
them up."
great Buscema cover of Tarzan wrestling that lion. That Buscema
Tarzan had Buscema inks too.
Yes, it did for the first 2 issues. I
Two and a
think.
half issues, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, also, Iron Man #232 wraps up the famous Armor Wars storyline. Is that the one where the cover had like all the different armor?
I don't
is
know.
that
Let me
Barry
look.
Smith cover? 232?
I'll find out in a second.
Standing in it, and then behind him is like all the variants of the armor. I don't know. Maybe someone could.
That is the Barry Windsor Smith cover.
Where he's hanging by the.
Yeah. That is.
Thank you very much. I'm not saying I'm a comic book nerd, but I do know things.
Okay, well, in 1984, Scream #1 debuts in the UK. Okay. No,
I don't know what that is.
March 24. I was a senior.
Scream #1. Yeah, I don't know what that is. At first, I was thinking the movie.
First in 1970. This
it goes back that far?
The first San Diego Comic-Con. Because I was a guest in
1970. I don't think so, Billy.
No, for the 50th anniversary in 2020.
Okay.
And
Tell us a she story about how she debuted in 1970 at the San Diego Comic-Con.
Well, you know, it's interesting that you asked that. Too. You know, it's interesting that you asked it because I have a perfect segue into she. No, not like that. Aaron, we don't monopolize the conversation talking about our own stuff, and we also don't disparage
other people's campaigns. Exactly.
You want that? You go on another show. We don't.
That's right.
You go on my show.
Bear.
Do you know? I went to San Diego first time. I want to say it was 87.
Wow.
And I thought that was like early on. That was 17 years into San Diego by the first time I got there, which is amazing to me.
Yeah. How about you guys? What's your first San Diego Comic-Con?
94.
Ooh.
Me too.
I went when it was still at the Civic Center
me too.
before they built that big convention center. Yeah.
I think it was 93 for me.
Hmm.
I've only been there a few times.
Mine was in the 80s, probably early 80s.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I
you're
know
right,
in
Dennis. That must
94.
be-
I don't think in 94 took up the whole convention center yet.
No,
No,
it didn't. It was only halls A and B. That's how. But it was massive.
It was so huge. I was like, good Lord, this thing's huge.
Oh yeah.
I do remember one story from the Civic Center days, and they used to have like costume contests.
Yeah.
And this is before like Hollywood got involved. I mean, these were definitely fan-made costumes, right? So, and it was in a separate building. It wasn't in the convention center per se. And so I remember I was waiting in line, and David Carradine and one of his buddies, and they had been on a binger. You could smell the alcohol and whatever coming from those guys, right? And so then I was like, "Hey, it's David Carradine." I just went over and started talking to him, and we got along pretty good. And I had my portfolio, and I was working on some Green Hornet stuff, and so I had an image of Kato, and I showed it to him, and he goes, "Interesting thing about Kato," he said, "Bruce Lee, I used to spar with him," and then he drew this arrow on my artwork. He drew this arrow and wrote "foot," and I said, "Well, what's that about?" He goes, "I came down and I broke his ankle, man. I broke Bruce Lee's ankle," and I go, "Oh, okay." And so then he goes, "Are you going into the costume contest?" And I was like, "Not really." He goes, "You should go." And so me and some of my friends went, and him and his friends. And it turns out David Carradine would go to the show and he would heckle those guys.
What?
So when in Rome, you heckle too. And so I was heckling. So we were asked to politely, leave, and we did. That's my David Carradine story.
Chuck Norris just recently, I read a quote by him. He was asked, David Carradine played the bad guy in Lone Wolf McQuade, and he was asked, how good is David Carradine's, martial arts? And he said, as a martial artist, he's as good as I am an actor.
Well, that show Kung Fu was so weird.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, he didn't do anything, and remember, like he would just do one little ha, and the guys knock it out. Like, you could tell.
And it was slow motion stuff, like the $6 million man.
Yeah, the slow motion. As a little kid, though, I liked it, but
yeah. And the thing is, like they say that Bruce Lee pitched that for a show for himself. Yeah, and they passed, and then the next thing you know, they're hiring a white guy to play an Asian guy.
Yeah, but he was supposed to be Chinese, though, right?
I think so.
Yeah. If you look back at like when they would go back to when he was a kid, they always had a white kid playing him. So I think they were sort of like trying.
Well, why did all the cowboys call him a Chinaman?
Yeah.
Well, he kind of had that look, didn't he? Like,
well, did he? I don't remember the story well enough, but maybe did he like train over there and he lived there? Maybe he was brought up there. So when he came back, they were like,
he was an orphan and he grew up with the monks and they taught him kung fu, but he was a little white kid when he was little.
I'm with Art. I think he was supposed to be Chinese because even if he had gone there and trained as a kid and then he goes to the Old West, there'd be no way they'd mistake him for a Chinese guy, and yet they always called him a Chinaman,
Right.
Well, I would say someone needs to pull up the kid that they got to play him in his youth, and it's a white kid. That's all I'm saying.
No, I know because David Carradine is white, so they're probably saying, they won't know the difference.
Yeah. Hey guys, real quick, I got a super chat from the great Nicholas Gear. Hey, buddy.
Whoa.
Didn't she #1 debut in March 1994? Yes, it did. To be fair, it might even debut today.
Don't feed into him, Nicholas. Don't do that.
But thank you for that $2 super chat. So thank you, brother. And of course, Darren Wagner says when Chuck Norris left home, he told his father, "You're the man of the house now."
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites because there's a meme of him as a kid, but it's Chuck Norris's face. You can tell.
Right.
Okay, I got all the dirt on David Carradine. Okay, the first thing that comes up is David Carradine was not a real martial artist.
No shit.
He was cast as.
I'm sorry,
listen to this.
Shelly.
name-
Go
ahead.
Shelly just made jalapeno cheese bread.
No, she did not.
Sour
Kelly! Oh, I could smell it from here. Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Out of the oven.
I want a bite.
Boy.
Save me a bite. But anyways, he had
Well,
he had a
apparently-
Chinese. He had a Chinese name.
What was his
Kwai
name?
Chang Kang.
Yes, he did. Kwai Chang Kane, but get a picture of the little kid. He's a whitey.
We're not arguing that the white kid, the white actor was, played the kid.
Okay.
Well, then it says,
Saying they're what's the word I'm looking for? Boondoggling us.
Well, see,
yeah,
I always
wait, hold on, you guys. I got the thing in front of me. Okay, so it goes on with all this stuff, right? And then at the end, it says, as a footnote, it says the lead role was originally sought by Bruce Lee. He created it, but the producer chose Carradine, who was Caucasian, to play the half Chinese monk.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Chinese. Okay.
Yes, that's how they got around it.
My favorite line by David Carradine was when he said in that movie, "You're all doomed." Doomed.
In what movie?
He was from a
Wasn't that
famous.
a Carradine? Wasn't that like one of the Carradines, like his father or somebody? You're all doomed. What movie was that? Was it The Wolfen or something like?
The Howling. The
Howling. You're all doomed.
Yeah, John Carradine played the crazy old man.
Yeah,
Doomed, I say, doomed.
Pretty much all he played was crazy old men. Yeah.
I know even when he was young, he played a crazy old man.
And then the other brothers, the nerd, right? The Robert Carradine
Well,
from
he's dead now.
He's dead. Drugs, right? Was he drugged?
Listen,
No, it's
Andy,
suicide.
I didn't say he was dead. I was just like paying tribute to the guy.
It didn't sound like it. The nerd.
Well, no, wait a minute. There's Keith
Well, that was the show,
Carradine.
Revenge of the Nerds.
I
or whatever.
know. I know.
No, wait a minute. Keith Carradine, right? And then there the
He's
youngest
dead.
one who's Revenge of the Nerd.
Robert.
Who's dead. Robert.
Robert.
Carradine.
Keith
Yeah.
Carradine started.
They're all
the
dead now.
family, right?
Well, it's true.
There you go, Andy.
Are they all dead?
No, wait a minute. Wasn't
Keith is still
David?
alive.
Didn't David Carradine hang himself doing that?
He did the sex
thing in
thing.
the closet.
Yes.
Yeah. Autoerotic asphyxiation.
Well,
Autoerotic,
you gotta know how to work the belt just right.
Well, wait a minute. Why not just get a prostitute at that point? Why are you risking your life for this? I'm just.
Well, ask the guy from InXS too.
I know he did the
Yeah.
same thing.
What another asshole.
He was searching for the new sensation, and he got it.
Oh,
Hey now.
sensation.
It deserves a bell.
Too
Bill.
soon.
Hey, sure got one.
It does.
Well done.
Wow.
That was
My
good.
goodness. My goodness. All right, guys.
I
Well,
don't even know what to
thank
say
you. We are now
beyond that.
approaching the 4th hour of the Brofessionals. So thank you, everybody, for joining us.
And in another hour, we'll get to the topic.
Yeah, we're going to get to the topic now. So
It's our way.
the topic for today is going to be what makes a great comic book page? Because Graham had shared something, and I don't know if that's what you have queued up for yourself, that really piqued all of our interest. But I was actually thinking of that yesterday, believe it or not, because I ended up aping a Jack Kirby pose, and of course gave him credit and everything in the new Rand book. But I think to begin this conversation, that
Ben is the spinoff of She, right?
it's interesting that you asked that because Rand,
Came out like 32 years ago.
no, Rand Revenge of the Warriors live right now on now. But we to start with Wally Wood's 22 panels that always work. And here's the cool thing: there's the original art for it.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's all paste ups that Larry Hama put together.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
So this is Larry Hama. Look at it. See, I was this years old when I learned that for the first time.
No, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
And all
But
this
these are
artwork was drawn
Are
by the
these
great
Larry
Herb
Hama's
Trimpe.
drawings? these Larry Hama's drawings?
No,
I
they're-
believe they are. They're like he looked at a picture, a panel
okay.
that Woody had done and did it in that style. You
yeah,
know?
that's what I was going to say, because those first two panels look just like wood. Well, actually, 3 and 4 do too.
They look like wood facsimiles.
Yeah.
Mm.
I just thought, because we all have a copy of this,
Right.
and I don't know what generation the copy I have is, so I just thought through time and degradation of photocopy.
I just like a shot of a car is a shot that always works. It's just a car.
They open
Well, that's
panel.
not what it is.
You know,
but,
you could
okay.
do. We should all challenge ourselves and do, say, a 3-page story.
with these
Face
shots
up.
in it.
Yeah, but you have to tell this, but in this sequence, maybe. Or maybe not. Just we just pick. But we have to use every one of these panels and only these 22 panels.
Yeah, that's pretty
And-
funny.
That's
and
it.
it would
The
be
rest
cool
of Wellness,
just to
I'm doing
do,
like this.
Yep.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know what you would do. Well, Barbarian Tales. Can you have a car in
Well, I couldn't use, but it's an open panel. It doesn't have to be
Right.
a car. See,
Right.
it's an open.
Oh, okay,
panel.
so it could be a wagon.
It's a
Yeah.
vignette.
Well, but here's the thing. This is kind of like if you get stuck, right? And you're like, oh, how do I do this? You know what I mean? There's like an answer for every situation in here. How to do a close-up that maybe is more interesting than what you were doing, or these different shots. So I actually is kind of handy in that regard,
Oh,
Oh, I
sure. It
think
gives
so,
you
yeah.
a different, thought, way to think around a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and I mean, go through this. You don't see those first two panels with the close up and then the tighter one. I don't see that a lot in comics anymore.
No.
They're too worried about, I don't even know, because they'll do like head and shoulders and call that a close up, and then there's not even a lot of text in it and stuff. It's just not that impactful.
Yeah, it's kind of uncomfortable to draw a face without the mouth when they're talking. You know what I mean? So I don't think a lot of
Yeah.
people think to do that. But we do the close up of the eyes. If you
Yeah,
if you
we do
take up
that.
her
Yeah,
nose,
yep.
you have her
Yeah,
eyes.
the
and
eyes
nose
could
and
just
out
be a
her mouth.
reaction.
I
The eyes
just
could
did a
be a
panel
reaction.
like that.
Yeah.
It's just like, what you talking about, Willis? And then just show the eye.
But
That's exactly
this just like How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way is something that I highly recommend to everyone who wants to draw a comic book page or tell a comic book story is to download it for free and print it out and stick it next to your table on the if you got a push pin board or something like that.
Yeah.
And the great thing about the Wally Wood thing is this is kind of like just drama, but like the Marvel, book is about dynamics. It's about like superheroes and making things very, very dynamic in the approach, which is not what this is. So they're both really, really good examples of like how to do quiet scenes, more dramatic scenes, and then how to do more powerful scenes with action.
Well, even in the superhero comics, there's these scenes, I just posted recently about, every comic has a talking head scene or talking head scenes. The trick is to make them interesting, so that you can get to the fun stuff. And this kind of stuff is great for that. And do you guys notice anything on all of these panels that's
Silhouette?
consistent? The perspective. It's all from the perspective of the human perspective.
Oh yeah.
Your horizon line is your eye line.
Well, not all of
With the exception of the car,
And
which
the
is
above shot.
because we've all
down
seen
shot.
that. We've all looked out a window and seen a car like that. So it's
Right.
not jarring or weird feeling. And the best storytellers that are telling these type of dramatic things or talking head scenes, just like Alfred Hitchcock, would tell the story from the human perspective because that immerses you into the environment. It immerses you into the story because it's something you can relate to because that's your own experience. As soon as you start making camera angles up and all over the place, like Neil Adams would do, I mean, as interesting as it is to look at, it takes you out of the story because you can't relate to it unless you're doing a specific panel for an emotional response.
Right.
No, that's absolutely true. And the same thing we got in film school was like, do not be so clever with your camera angles that people start looking at your camera angles and take them out of the scene.
Mhm.
I think that's why, someone like Orson Welles and Citizen Kane use so depth of focus. He was actually using the actors to create that depth and make walking in and out of close-ups and things like that. So you're using the actors and the scene itself to create these really interesting visuals without necessarily doing something that's super distracting that suddenly you go, oh, look at that cool shot, instead of
Mm.
you
Right.
staying in the
Interesting.
scene.
Yeah.
And there's a rule, and I know Graham will know this, and you'll explain it better, but there's a left-right rule, right? There's like, if you set the camera up,
180 degree rule.
you only film, you don't flip the camera, like you don't break.
It's the
There's a-
180-degree rule.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, Andy. Yeah.
So if someone's established on the left-hand side of the page and someone's established on the right-hand side, you can, in that 180-degree circle, you can move over their shoulders in this 180, but you can't go all the
you
way to the
can't
other
flip
side,
it
because
all the way.
then they
Yeah.
become on the different sides of the page or panel or screen, and then it confuses, your,
Right,
your audience.
Orienting. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So spatial relationship is really important. I mean, the elements really in storytelling is like your environment, your character's relationship to the environment, and their relationship to each other,
Mhm.
right? And those are the things you want to keep in mind for clarity. And then it becomes, what's the drama and what's the best way to project that drama in a close up or a long shot or a silhouette or whatever.
And the worst thing is like when you work with the full script with dialogue and everything, and you're doing like, say, 3 pages of dialogue, you always got to put the person that's speaking first on the left side. So you really have to kind of do all these kind of weird, especially if the writer doesn't understand things, and so usually the way out is like an overhead shot. Like you just kind of throw it overhead. You can kind of, you can
get out or find a neutral angle so you can then move stuff around. But
move stuff
you're
around.
right. You never stack on the left-hand side. You always stack panels on the right, because you read left to right and then down.
Right.
Yeah.
If you stack them on the left-hand side, you don't know, well, am I supposed to go over here, then back down here, or do I go all the way down here, then over? It gets confusing. So,
And
Yeah,
if
but
you have
sometimes you
action
get a
in the
bad-
panels, you should have the action flowing in the direction you want the reader to go. And if it's the last panel on the right-hand side, there should be an action line going down and to the left.
right. If you can control it, it's hard.
Draw
sometimes-
that reader down that way and
Right.
follow their natural line.
Right.
What is it? The Z or the S or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a real challenge when you have a writer that doesn't really know how the visual medium works and you're trying to do a dialogue scene. I've had a few of those jobs, and it's
Well-
tough. I remember I couldn't work it out, so I asked, I just drew it the way I wanted to, and then wrote a note and apologized to the writer and said, could this other guy say this line? Because it was a generic line. Why does that guy have to say it?
You gave the writer the finger, is what you're saying.
That's right.
I do
Yeah,
this
I've
my
done
way,
that
'cause you
several
said-
times.
Well,
I
I
like
had
it.
a conversation with Howard Chaykin years ago about storytelling, and he was telling me all this stuff, eye line and blah, 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 and, the stuff that we've all heard a million times. And I said to him, after I was sitting there, I said, Howard, the only way you can make sure this happens is if you're writing the story yourself. And he's like, well, yeah, that's true. Because you do, like Art said, you deal with a writer who maybe is not visually gifted, and they're doing stuff, they're writing stuff that now you're trying to interpret it visually, and it doesn't work the way it should. Like we're doing our own projects, like now we're all writers and artists, we control that. And if something isn't working, we can change it to make it so it does work. It's a little bit harder when you're working off somebody else's script sometimes.
Do you guys always write your dialogue after the book's drawn, or are you like full scripting these things going into it?
I'm half
I
and
do it
half.
both ways.
Yeah, I
Me
have
too.
half.
Yeah. Like I wrote dialogue for my script for Shinu 77, but I'm going back and I'm rewriting dialogue, adding things that I need to, changing, as Aaron said, because the angle I drew was cooler looking. So now somebody else is going to say that line. And I,
Right.
just so that it reads more. And that's the beauty of being the one-man show, of the full visual storyteller is that you can make those adjustments on the fly and have it come out perfect, you know?
Yeah. I always just write the dialogue notes on the page.
Yeah, I
So
do that too.
like if I'm writing it and I have specifics, then it'll be in there. But sometimes, when you're drawing it, you're like, oh my gosh, it just comes to you, this little quip, dialogue piece. And then I just write it down there. And working with my wife actually is a pleasure because she writes the visuals. Like she'll take the script or whatever, or the ideas that I give her. And then she's like, it looks like this guy, I said, as long as the beats are all there, the beginning, middle, and end is there, I don't care how we get there. And so then she'll just go in, she goes, it looks like they would be saying something like this. So she always writes to the art or the expression on the face or whatever. And I always thought it was better to write after the artwork is drawn than to write before. And I know that was a big difference between Marvel and DC.
Well, what I find is I find a hard time writing dialogue or stuff for fight scenes because anytime I do it, it sounds like it's Spider-Man, right? He's always got he's got to say something every panel, every time he punches. And I'm like, okay, I'm not writing Spider-Man. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll write an action sequence out without any dialogue. And then I'll just plot it out and do it. And then, like you said, Art, as you're going through it, you go, you know what? He would say this right here. And he would say this right here. Or, man, it would really make sense if he said this here and then ended with saying it here. So a lot of times it's hard to, when you're writing, it's easy when you have like people sitting around talking and you're trying to get a point across to write that dialogue. But when they're moving and there's action, that is really hard for me. I have to do it later almost.
Yeah, it helps to see the action because then you can really, for me at least, get inside the heads of the characters better for stuff like that,
For me, I always, and this issue of Black and White, Volume 3, Sins of the Father Back at Today, is like,
good plug. Don't forget about Billy Tucci.
Nicely played, Art. Nicely played.
And there is a direct link to Black and White 3, Sins of the Father if you go to www.billytucci.com.
Thank you. Wow. Wait a minute.
Hey now.
But anyway, it's like I like the old Marvel stuff. Like I know that they would slow it down, and I realize that has to be there. I hate it, but like some of the old Marvel stuff where they would maybe set it up like, okay, Reed and Sue are having a problem, right? But it doesn't get resolved. But then they're battling Galactus, and then all of a sudden, this dialogue comes back, and they start like talking about this shit that they were fighting about while they're battling Galactus. And I know I've heard critics go like, this is ridiculous. This is stupid. Are they that good at their job that they don't have to focus on battling Galactus? And I say, This is a fantasy. This is all fun. I think it's hilarious and I love it. So that's kind of like, that's how I write. I like that kind of
writers. He's giving the fans the fist. I mean, he's just pissed off today.
Man, really.
How about when they have this big long piece of dialogue that's happening in the middle of a battle scene, like the Kingpin is coming up behind Spider-Man, and the drawing is him swinging at him, and Spider-Man's ducking, and meanwhile Gwen is in the background going, "Look out, Spider-Man! The Kingpin is coming up. He's swinging at your head."
Right. It's this huge balloon.
And then Spidey said, "Oh, it's a good thing my spider sense warned me." Yeah.
It can't be overdone. It can be overdone for sure.
There's a famous
get all
panel,
that out,
There's like a famous splash page from a comic, and I'm not going to say who it is, of one character's leaping out of the tree towards the villain, and he's got a dialogue balloon like this. There's like 8 lines of dialogue as he's in midair.
Right. I have a theory about that. Like a lot of this stuff came from like comic strips, and these things came after like radio, and like so radio was about, because you couldn't see it, so there would be like omni whatever voiceover, or like one of the characters like internal monologues, and they would speak and do that stuff. And so then there would be stilted stuff like, he enters a darkened room, the door creaks, but there's nobody in there. And then all of a sudden, the window opens up and whatever jumps in, and it's like in comic books, it seems like there was some holdover So there is a tradition of those weird, stilted narratives and things that are in comics, and they still kind of exist. Some of those tropes are still present. When I see it, I think it's hilarious, and I don't know if the current writers know where it came from, but I think it came from radio shows.
A lot of the old war comics have that.
Yeah, if you go back and read EC comics, they're brutal. Like they'll have a little panel of a car driving down an old spooky road, and the caption is "The car drove down an old spooky road."
Right.
And you're like, dude, I can see that. I don't need you to tell me that. But okay, I'm going to take us off an off ramp just for a second because you brought up radio shows.
Onto your EC comment. EC Comics wrote the balloons are on there when the pages went to the artist.
Yeah.
So they had to draw the panels with the word balloons already on there. So they were locked in to those placements.
Okay.
So they knew what they were drawing because the narrative reminded them.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. That's how they did it.
They wouldn't even tell anybody they were working in comics, these illustrators.
I know.
They didn't give a shit.
Okay. I'm going to take us on a sidebar here just for a second because I think it was on this show, and I may be mistaken. But Graham, you were talking about an old radio show about on an oil rig or something.
Yeah.
I found that and listened to it.
Yeah.
That was the creepiest thing.
Right?
The ending is just, it reminded me of, what was the Wrights and Bruce Jones story with the ugly girl that they found in the woods? What was it? Jennifer.
Jennifer. Yeah.
It reminded me of that. And I was just like, okay, I thought who in 1940, whatever came up with this sick ending?
The thing on the Forble board.
Yes. Yep.
Did you find it on YouTube and like listen to it? Is that where you found it,
Aaron? Share that. We can all listen to it.
Because it was called what was the name of the show? Go ahead. Lights Out or no?
Is it Lights Out?
Something.
Quiet Please.
Quiet Please. That was it. Yeah. So you look up Quiet Please, and then look up the episode.
Let me find it.
Thing on the Forble board.
Yeah, I'm interested now.
Hey guys, real quick, can I got a $2 super chat from Doc Brewski. Thank you, brother. Shane is a big fan of the good choke yank from David Carradine. Oh, please. I don't know about that. If you got any proof, let me know though.
I like that Doc Brewski is a king though. You know, he's got is that a Burger King?
He's Doc Brewski's a king there. Yeah. So maybe he knows a thing too about the kings and the bros.
He's not just a doctor, but he's a king as well.
Yes.
I've got the soundtrack. If we want to listen to it, it's 23
let's
minutes
play it a little bit. We already told you what makes
23 minutes. No.
Yeah. 23 minutes is too long, but you guys need to check it out. It's just
Can you play the opening sequence?
It's funny because when Graham, when you said, "Oh, the ending was just," I started to figure out where it was going, but it was still sick and twisted.
Let's hear the first few minutes, and then
What year is it? What year is it, boys?
Hold on.
1938.
48. Randy
48. Yeah.
Oh, Art probably listened to it when it came out.
Yeah, Art.
I thought it was in the 30s, but hey,
No, Art worked on that show.
Well, here's what it says about it. It says the process of drilling for oil produces the deepest holes in the earth ever created. Oil must be pulled up from miles below the ground where it's been forming through the long process of time. The rock brought up to the surface while drilling for oil can be millions of years old. The millions of years have formed a protective layer on top of whatever's down there, covering with layer after layer after layer of dirt and rock. What is down there deep in the past at the bottom of the hole? Is it just rock and oil, or is there something else being brought up out of the core of the earth?
Ooh.
Her name is Jennifer.
Yeah. Okay, here I'll share it, and we can play the little
opening.
Yeah,
please do.
Just the opening.
Sound tab. Okay, here we go.
I got it.
We're gonna get dinged for this.
Ding on the forward board.
Skip through the music. It's 23 minutes of music and then the show.
The Mutual Broadcasting System presents Quiet Please, which is written and directed by Willis Cooper and which features Ernest Chappell. Quiet Please for tonight is called The Thing on the Purple Board. Me, I'm a roughneck. Well, I was a roughneck, 20 years ago. A little too old, too slow now. Besides, I got $1 now. I don't have to be a roughneck, you see. Married, got a nice home. Had to meet my wife. Hey, Mike. Her name's Maxine, but she likes to be called Mike. Mike!
Sure she does.
I guess she's busy out in the kitchen someplace.
It's like
Besides,
Obama.
she doesn't hear very well.
Yeah.
Shame, too.
Big Mike.
Pretty and everything.
Come out, Big Mike.
Well, you'll meet her. Sit down. I was saying I was a roughneck. Well, no, that doesn't mean exactly what you think it means. A roughneck is an oil field
Wait a
worker,
minute,
specifically a guy in a drilling crew. Call them roughnecks like you call a section hand on the railroad a gandy dancer, a garage hand a grease monkey.
I thought
Same
this
time you
was
work
actually
around.
fairly well put together exposition to explain what the heck, an oil rig was without being too wordy or
Heavy-handed.
too expository. It was, and I think the lead actor did a really good job with it too. Very kind of low key, underplayed.
Yeah, but you know what? He literally sounds like what you think of from that time period. Stereotypically, I think. As soon as I heard it, I'm like, oh man, that sounds like all those tough guys from back. Or
You know what's strange about it is like you look back, you go, people don't talk like that anymore. Was all that artificial? You know how they would like,
What they call
yeah,
the
see,
Mid-Atlantic
look at this, see.
Well, I
Graham?
just think, don't you think people overall were more intelligent or maybe educated would be a better way of putting it? Even guys that were in menial jobs, like on an oil rig or manual labor type, not menial, but manual labor type jobs, were just broader, more experienced and more intelligent than what we've got today.
Well, they definitely had more common sense because a lot of those jobs, those guys could die. You know what I mean? Those were dangerous jobs. So if you didn't know your job or you were fucking around, you weren't gonna get home, for dinner.
No, it's true.
So those guys knew their job. They knew what they were talking about, and they didn't mess around.
They also had to interact with other people. There was no distractions. All you had was radio. So maybe at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, whenever you got home from work, you would listen to radio or read a book or read the newspaper is what everybody did.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Now everybody's distracted. They're playing video games. They're streaming. They're on social media, watching porn, whatever. Everybody's distracted, and they're not learning. If you need any examples, just look at how some of these people vote in New York City. we have a communist in the capital of the country. They elected a communist.
Hey, I like the fact that your governor is begging people to come back now.
Yeah,
Well,
the same governor that told them to leave.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We don't want
can't
that. We're not based, and she said, you're not New Yorkers.
Yeah,
She
go.
said to them, "Fuck
Take
you."
it, leave. Now she's trying to sell it as we need you to come back so that we can afford for the generous social programs we want to enact.
Right.
Well, you stupid bitch, they left because of your generous social programs that they were having to pay for. Why do you think they're going to come back?
Right.
I like how weirdly honest they are. Like they don't even try to hide it or like be overt about it. Like they're like, come back because we need your money so we can give it away to a bunch of strangers. Like they're like, yeah, they're like
If you're not on
brutally
board with that,
honest.
you're not a good person.
No,
Okay, we're really off track here, but how many woke white women are now running cities all over the country
Dude,
and states?
Too many.
It is unfreaking believable.
And
The
like
the mayor of Seattle, that chick is freaking an idiot.
Well, how
look
about
at
the
the
new
governor of
governor of Virginia?
yeah.
Oh my gosh,
The
yes.
Wicked Witch of the West.
It's
Yep.
I have a theory. I have a theory about like the women. They don't understand consequence. They don't understand cause and effect because it's this old joke, but because you can't hit them. They don't understand like where's that line? Where is that line? They don't know. A guy knows because they'll get beat up, right?
A
But
guy
woman
knows.
doesn't-
Hey,
they
Sean
don't know
Connery
that
says
line.
you could whack him every now and then.
But you go to jail, like
Yeah.
you hit a guy. Well, you know what? If you hit a guy now, you'll probably go to jail. Yeah.
Well,
Well, it
what you're
depends.
getting is
It
a
really
bunch of
depends.
elected. You've got too many elected officials, both and males too, that have no life experience. They've never had a real job. They have all these theories in their head that have never been proven or they've never experienced. It's like your kid being super liberal until they get a job and they take their paycheck home and they lose 25% of their money to pay taxes. And then now suddenly they're enraged and they understand,
And then most of them become conservative over time because then they have real skin in the game. You know what I mean? They have a mortgage, they have a family, they have a wife, they have things like that. So then all of a sudden their priorities shift. It's easy to be a liberal, like a crazy liberal, when you have nothing on the line. You have nothing to really lose.
Yeah, exactly. And that's these people's problem. They haven't lived. They haven't done anything. They haven't worked. They haven't produced anything. They've just ridden off their parents. And then now suddenly somehow stupid people elected them. And now they're running our country. And you're just like, what is going on?
Like New York State has less people than Florida. And New York State has double the budget of the state of Florida. And Florida is in the black and New York State is in the red. Even though they have twice the budget with less people. And as Graham said, in the capital, the capitalist capital of the United States, really, the
world.
Well, yeah. My goodness gracious.
That's moving to Texas.
Graham.
So
what is a horrible board?
I think, they explained it. I think it's the platform.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay. Firm up on the,
See,
where you got the oil rig and there's that platform on it. Yeah.
No one knows what that's called these days.
Well, he explains it though in the show before he gets started, so you're kind of like, oh, I see, okay,
yeah,
all right.
So anyway, it's a good horror story.
Yeah, and it's really disgusting, and
Really?
I mean, yeah, it really is.
Oh, I like it. Share that link in our room, Graham.
Like Ed Gein disgusting?
No, not like eating people disgusting, but it's really
Wearing the skin.
okay. Graham is like, yeah, maybe it is. Actually, maybe it is.
There may be a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Spoilers now, guys. Come on.
No.
So, Billy, do you want to get into the topic? Like, I got some examples.
What's the topic?
Hey, we've been on for an hour. Show's over.
All right. Graham, you want to stop? Let me stop. I'll stop. Okay, guys. So I'm going to go in order of the bros that joined us. So Andy Smith, if that's okay, do you have something, or do you want me to move up?
Oh no, you can move on. I'm gonna
Bear,
comment
ready to
on
go.
All right, let's do this.
I'm gonna move you.
Where are we? Wait a minute. Now go somewhere. I can't. Not
All
showing
right,
up.
Aaron Lopresti, what do we got, buddy?
Nothing.
Stuff like this is hard for me to narrow
I got
down.
something.
Well,
because
let me
I
put
got
it this
something.
way, Billy. Billy, let me put it this way. I was going to show a page that I drew, but I've had recent experiences where that may not be such a good idea. So
Put it up, Aaron. We'll criticize it.
Yeah, let's criticize. Let's do it. Let's criticize your.
I got something, Billy.
All right.
Make me big.
All right.
One of the
Make it
things.
big. Are you going to show something? Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I'm going to show something.
All right. There you go, Graham Nolan. Nice.
Yeah,
and
one of the
crisp.
things I love in storytelling is what's called a triptych, where you have a panel continuing and stuff happening through it, and there's a sense of motion. And, and Joe Kubert used to do this beautifully.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
Yep.
Look at that. I mean, there's such a sense of scale too. As he's swimming away from us, you see the vastness of the ocean, the distance that he has to travel to get to where he's going to go.
What's nice about this page too is in the top panel, he's going to the left instead of going to the right, and it leads you right down to the next panel, which drags your eye through that one scene up. I mean, he leads the eye through that page great. And I love how he handled Tarzan in panel 6, where you see part of him above the water and part below the water. He did such a great job rendering that.
Yep. Yeah, this one here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Great stuff, man.
Yeah, and there's another scene in the same story that I want to show. I remember reading this for the first time, thinking this was so cool because you have two sets of actions happening at the same time, and the camera doesn't move.
Have anyone else seen him kind of freeze up a little bit?
He did for a second.
Graham, stop sharing your screen.
Nope, there we go. We're good.
All right, you're good. Okay, you got it. Okay.
Oh, you talking about the top 4 panels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got him, and then if you look in the background, you can see the door and the guy's coming in.
Yep.
You know, so you got these two action sequences happening, all part of the same narrative. And I think that's just brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
I love the black too, the spotting of the blacks up there.
Yeah. It focuses you right where he wants you to look at the characters.
That kind of looks like a Wallywood L-shaped panel. As one of his panels that always work is the L shape.
Here's another establishing shot. You know, look at that. Again, it sets the environment that he's in. You know, again, it sets a sense of scale.
Yep.
Because the horse is so small, and you see the puff of smoke. There's clarity.
And the building, I mean, silhouette basically. But it tells everything.
My storytelling edict, which is, you know, clarity, dynamics, and immersion. And you tell a clear story with dynamic design and panels, and you can immerse the reader. The hardest part of that 3 stages is the immersion of the reader. And if you can do that, if you can immerse the reader into your story, you've really, really done your job.
Yep. Good. Excellent examples, Graham Nolan.
Oh, thank you, Billy Tucci.
Good on you, and 3 cheers for you.
Pip, pip, hooray.
Yes. All right. Artemis Thibert.
Yes.
What do we got? You got a book, or are you going to share your screen?
The screen's there. All you have to do is click on it.
All right, I see it. There we go. All right.
Boom, baby.
Oh, excellent page. Excellent.
Oh, yeah. We've talked about this one before. This is so good.
Yeah.
David Mazzucchelli. And also, it's not just the visuals, because it's not like necessarily like sequential, you know, panels, but with the dialogue and the narrative, it is so freaking good.
Yeah.
A soldier with a voice that could command a god and does, and then there's
guns. I know.
Yeah. And then suddenly it's raining so hard it hurts. Everybody who can fall silent except Matt. So it doesn't slow Matt down. And then there's Iron Man, Daredevil. That man is ours on federal authority. Stand back. And I think the next page, it's like from Iron Man's point of view, and you see his repulsor, his hand, and it's aimed right at Daredevil. Like he can just waste Daredevil like in a heartbeat if he needs to. And I don't know, man. I remember reading this and it just floored me. And since I'm on David Mazzucchelli, kind of, you know how Graham was talking about silhouettes and stuff like that. I thought this was really, those 2 shots in silhouette are so freaking good. I mean, there's so much happening in that second panel. And I don't know how the hell he did it. I mean, the clarity is so good. I mean, it's perfect.
Well, the thing too, just looking at those top 4 panels, I mean, those are like storyboards and just visualize the silhouettes and everything in a movie, and then hear the soundtrack and stuff, you know.
And like Graham said, they're not overly like the angles aren't crazy, and you know, I mean, they're exactly what they need to be, and they're very, because of that, I think it's very visceral and immediate. And then also Batman is kind of blacked out, and then that last panel, you know, when he gets the homeless person out of the way, it's fucking phenomenal, man. It's so good. But it's not like Image, like we got to sell this page or anything. Like it's just very real, you know.
Oh yeah.
And then there's this one. I think I'm going to give it away, but yeah. Okay. So it was these 2 pages. And so this is Mazzucchelli Batman Year One again. And so, it kind of goes where you see the car, you see the little drops of blood, and then you cut from there to the inside, and you follow the blood, the little trickles, all the way to the chair into the library, and you realize, oh, that's that guy, and then you just see like the solitary. I think that's the statue where he's talking to his dad,
Mhm.
and
Like a
then
bus.
and then you see the blood in his hand, so then you know that that's that guy, the same guy.
Yeah.
Like, even if you don't know it's Bruce Wayne, right? And then there's the bell, and he's saying, I could ring this bell, and I could, have Alfred come in. He's got, medical training and all that stuff. He can put me back together. But he's kind of looking for something. He's looking for a sign. He's trying to figure things out, and he knows he's so close to it. And so he doesn't want to. He wants to ring the bell, but he doesn't want to ring the bell. And so then, boom, without warning, it comes, crashing through the window of your study. I can't see that. It's basically, what he needs to become. And then he says, "Yes, Father, I shall become a bat." And then he grabs the bell, and you get the feeling he's going to ring it now, because he's figured it out, like some kind of divine intervention. Comes in, the bat, breaks through the window and then sits right on his dad's statue's head, and it's just, I don't know, man. It's really, really good. This is what I strive for anyway. Just this kind of mastery of storytelling. I know that Mazzucchelli was working with Frank Miller, who was a master of his craft at that time. I mean, Frank didn't go to Crazyville yet, but David Mazzucchelli is a master, just a master.
Yeah, great
That's
stuff.
Year One, right? That's Batman Year One.
Yeah.
And then the other one is Daredevil or Born Again. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys ever see the Marvel fanfare issue he did that featured the Angel?
Angel, yeah.
Yeah, the old lady, like he comes crashing down, and an old lady helps him out and stuff. And I think she's partially blind because she doesn't realize yet. Yeah, she's blind totally. She doesn't know about his wings and stuff, I don't think. I can't remember. I just remember loving, because you could see him paring his art down more and more, because that was after Daredevil, I think.
Yeah, I don't think there was any rendering at all. It was just kind of brushwork, things like that. I have to admit, like, from Born Again to Year One, Batman Year One, I was like, I don't know if I like this Batman Year One thing. I hadn't fallen in love with Alex Toth yet, and all that stuff. And then, when you read that thing, it just works. Word and images work so well together in that stuff. But it was kind of against the rendering rule, because I liked Year One because it had like brushwork, but then it has some scratchy, pin work in there as well. Yeah. But now I appreciate both equal.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Aaron Lopresti got something impressive here. Do you want to give a little intro, or should I just share it?
Just bring it up. I'll do the intro.
There you go.
This is a page I did. I did a prestige format book for Dark Horse. There was a Dark Multiverse, Infinite Crisis.
So you mean you did it for DC?
Yeah. And this is the most complex.
You said Dark Horse. You know that, right?
Did I say Dark Horse? Okay.
Yeah.
Got Mike Richardson on my mind, I guess.
That's why I'm like, what are you talking about, old man?
Okay. So, and I set out to make this the most intellectual approach I ever did to storytelling on multiple levels. And this just I was trying to lead the eye on every page that I could. I was using thematic things like Blue Beetle turns into a villain. So I always had him in shadow. And then when he tried to convince his friends he was still a good guy, he'd walk into the light, and then he would go back into the shadow and things like that. I was doing this like all the time. And if you just want to look at this from a basic follow the eye structure, what I did here was, this should work. Now, whenever you put in dialogue and captions, that can always ruin the flow a little bit. But as I drew the page, you've got your main guy who's narrating the story. and he has this bar in his hand and his fist. So you come over like this, and that takes you right down here. You follow his gun over to Max with Lord, drop down here, blows the guy's brains out, and then you drop down here to our storyteller.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
So
beautiful.
that I tried to do this on every single page. It was not easy, but I sometimes a lot of times when you're doing a book, you just tell the story and you move on. But I really tried to focus on making this kind of more special. And of course, the harder you work on something like this, the less people care. But it is there throughout the whole thing. In fact, I did an entire video on how I did this book on almost every page and what I was thinking. But
Who wrote this, Aaron?
Oh God. He was a Batman guy for a long time. Now he does like independent stuff. Not Scott Snyder, but the
Scott Peterson.
No. I'll think of it in a minute. It was actually he's a really good writer. It was a good script. But I mean, the point again being
It's a lot of copy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you figure, all you can control, unless you're working EC style where they put all this stuff in before you draw it.
Yeah.
All we're doing is pretty much as an artist is looking at visual image, which we can control. And again, you can see just how this flows and works or should work visually. But I think that's a pretty decent example of leading the eye through the page, which again is not always the easiest thing in the world to do. But anyway, so I thought
Lopresti, master storyteller. He's got a campaign right now. Back it.
Yes. Andy Smith, what we got? Nothing?
Eric Adventures.
No, I do actually. You're gonna have to basically make me large because I don't have a screen. I don't.
Hang on,
have a
right.
screen
Let's
or
make
anything.
Hang on now.
Large.
So this is a book.
Little friction,
by,
and he's
this is a book by Catherine and Stuart Eminem, and it came out. I'm trying to see the date on it. I can't remember when. Hold on. Here we go. 2010.
All right.
And it's the whole thing's black and white, and it's a really good story. Top Shelf put it out, but it's just really, it's Alex Toth, and it's just,
Tothian?
down to the minimum. It's
Very Tothian.
really good storytelling and stuff, and you do eventually, it starts off pretty quiet, but there is dialogue and stuff.
That's
in it, of
great.
course. But here you go. You can see more of like how he's really stripping it down. Look at the face and stuff. And just
whenever I see stuff like this, I always think of European art.
Yeah,
and
like
I don't know.
Tintin. It's very Tintin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does look very European.
Yeah.
Who drew this again?
Stuart Eminem.
Really?
Yeah.
Easy.
And his wife wrote it.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. James Tinian is the guy who wrote my story. Great.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Ooh, what's the story about?
Well, I'll tell you. Against the historical backdrop, the intimate story of curator Illa Gardner and Officer Rolf Hauptmann's disconcerting and dangerous private relationship plays out in a public power struggle in which both are obligated by their jobs and their natures to participate. Moving Pictures unfolds along two timelines which collide with the revelation of a terrible secret, an enigmatic decision that not many would make, and a realization for both characters that sometimes the only choice left is refusal to choose. And it's during World War II.
No, my.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
So yeah, it's really, I mean, like real quick. I mean, that is just really nice.
Hang on, I'll go big with you again. Hang on.
Yeah. And he did this other one too. Hold on, let me grab this other book real quick too. That he did. I don't know who wrote this one. Oh, him and his wife again. This one's called Russian Olive to Red King. And this one's in color, and this one you can definitely tell Stuart's art because of you know, the faces and
The coloring is great.
stuff.
Yeah.
Let me see who colored it. Hold on, then I'll show some more pages. I think he did everything. Give me a sec. Yeah, I'm going to say he did everything. It's him and his wife again. And I mean, the palette he's using for, you know, to set the scenes and stuff is just really nice. And I believe the whole book is the 4-panel grid. Let me see. Nope, he's changing it up. I take it back. Let me get some others. Oh, look at this sequence at the top. That's just so cool.
Yeah.
You know, and this is another really good. Oh, look at that.
It's beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just that, you know, in America, you could probably sell tens of copies of that kind of book.
Yeah, I know.
Tens.
I know.
Tens of copies. Hold on, let's see.
I love that kind of stuff, though.
Yeah, me too.
Well, and also that plane sequence. That's an excellent example. Stranko used it all the time, right? And Eisner did as well, of how to draw out a moment, right?
Yeah.
In time by showing this plane going down over multiple panels.
Look at this page. Look at this ballsy ass splash page.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, it's great because you're showing this isolation of this
Right.
character.
Yeah, exactly. Downshot. It's so isolated and lonely.
Mm-hmm.
And he places it in the rule of thirds, too. So you're forced to look at it. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can unfull screen me. And this one is about, because I know you guys are dying to know what it's about. When your lover may be dead, how long can you hold on to what remains, to whatever is left of you? A plane crash, a package, her dog, her voice, a notebook, his writer's block, and his heat distorted summer memories of a search for Jumbo the elephant and an absent father. Oh,
Brutal.
Russian olive to red king. Catherine
Wow.
Stewart Eminem.
And who published that?
Ad House.
Who?
Ad House.
Never heard of him.
Yeah. No.
Ad House
really,
books.
because I love Stewart's stuff. I think he's great.
2015.
And I've never seen him draw like that before. I would have
It's
never known if
beautiful. I mean, his storytelling is just
Oh,
oh,
yeah, it's so
yeah,
good.
Really good. Beautiful.
I got to read this again.
There's not a lot of words.
yeah. We got,
Perfect for Andy.
I'm looking at 164 eyes on this right now, I guess, through the Twitter and the Rumble and the YouTube. And we have 52 people on Facebook, on YouTube watches. Smash that like button and hit that bell to subscribe.
Smash it.
Smash that like button, please. Please.
do it.
Yes.
All right.
We
I got a
must do it.
panel. I got a page I'm going to share,
I bet it's a
which
cheap
we've
page.
all seen, and it's one I actually
Billy.
homage. What?
I said it's about time.
Yeah.
And interesting enough, it doesn't come from she, but rather ran Revenge of the Warrior, which is
Yeah,
now
there
live
you
on
go.
Indiegogo.
There you
No, I
go.
mean, look at this wonderful classic 9-page grid battle.
Oh,
No
yeah.
sound effects, no dialogue, balloons.
How did Stan contain himself?
I
I
know,
don't
right?
know, right? Just brilliant. Just so
You
brilliant.
know what's great about this is there's so much. You got 9 panels, so they're all really small panels, but each panel has so much power in it. It's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's like when he filled in on that Tales of Suspense, it started with Gene Colan when the Submariner was fighting Iron Man, and Colan got the flu. So
Yep.
Kirby had to come in and finish the book, and it's just one big fight scene. And it's friggin' awesome. I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, please do.
Well, you
Okay,
know,
a $5 super chat real quick from Fatal J. Thank you. Andy Smith, I remember you replacing Sears on the first. You did an amazing job when you replaced Bart Sears.
There you go. Fatal J.
Thank you, Fatal J.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, brother.
You know what we should do? We should all take this page and for our quote unquote homework next Tuesday, all come back with our own dialogue for it.
Dude, that sounds great.
You know what? That fourth one would be like, sweep the leg, Johnny.
Dude,
Sweet.
oh my God, let's do that. That would be so much fun. You just show it how evil we all are.
That's right.
I want to show something. It's not a great. I don't even know if this works. But in 1997, I did a sheet book called Heaven and Earth, and I did it with borderless panels.
Here it comes.
I didn't want to have. I wanted to tell the story without using panel borders. I thought it would be more flowing, more cinematic,
Sure.
More gay.
more gay, if you will. You know, hello.
Oh,
This ain't
Aaron,
gay.
But Aaron, this takes place at Belvedere Castle, and Aaron, what you were talking about was to get the eye. So I did the same thing with the dialogue balloons, and I had this, one of these flags that hangs from Belvedere Castle that would float, and then the stairs that walks up leads you to this panel. Then her leg brings you to this one, and as she shifts in, her leg brings you to that when she comes across the villain.
You know what, Billy? I don't know how you pulled it off, but that first and second panel, it works. Like the perspective's completely different. It ends right at her staff, and but somehow, man, that freaking works. It looks
well.
cool.
I figured, see the green that's that's flowing from here that goes to her, and then that leads right to the cape, the flag again flying here. That leads you to, and her Naginata blade also caps. I would hope would bring your eye from here, and then her leg would shoot towards the gun. See.
Yeah,
So,
the genius that I'm thinking is that staff is right there, so you have that brick wall. You have the perspective that's, like about like her shoulder level or whatever. And then it ends right at the staff. And then the perspective changes after that. But yet they flow pretty flawlessly together. I don't know how the hell you pulled that off, man. That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun. It's sort of like, action, like Graham was saying, action's fun, But when it's not, when you're leading up to it or something, that's where you got to get a little, more,
also Billy studied textiles for 3 years before he drew this, and that really
helps.
That's right. A fabric, and the fabric's flowing. Aaron, the fabric is flowing.
Yeah, that's great for you.
Her mother, she's at a party, and etc.
I like this one a lot, especially the pink and mauve gay coloring is really nice on that.
Well,
actually,
now we know. Like, why are you gay?
No. Bring that page back up, because I actually think that was a really good page.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I want to point out a few things.
No,
He's going to say something again, Billy.
Aaron, are you going to criticize it?
No, I would never do that. Okay, look. So you got the blonde chick right there, right? That kind of leads you into the girl that is hunched over there, with giving you a nice leg shot.
Yeah.
Legs bring you down to that sort of Nagel-esque sort of face there, right? With the hairline and everything, which then you drop right back down into this like
she's heading to the castle. This is the preceding page to that one. And then
it's not
I think, oh my goodness gracious. I'd have to get a book to see who colored it. It might have been comic color. I don't know. It's I don't think they're around anymore. It might have been Mata Design. Because I don't think
it was the same guy that used to color those Wizard magazine covers. Remember those?
Mark McNabb?
Oh, that was McNabb.
It wasn't Mark McNabb.
But it does look like that kind of over-rendered airbrushy stuff, and really
1997 or 98.
Super saturated colors.
The design of this page, it could be a mess, but it really isn't. And it, I don't think you have any trouble following path on this page. I think you did a really nice job of that. So
thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and
the
whole book's like this.
It
took a long time because I was trying to do what you were doing, Aaron, talking about to get creative, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. But I thought it was nice how the art just kind of flowed. You had to, it forced you to make this, to tell the entire story like that.
There's nothing more frustrating than putting a ton of work into something like this, and then no one even notices or cares.
No one noticed it.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody noticed it. They didn't.
You're like, I'm trying to be a genius here, and they're like, I
found that Kirby page. Sure.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, that's so good. That first panel, man.
There's like 5 or 6 pages of this, where he's just hammering each other and shit is exploding, and it's so great.
Oh, look at Kirby. He gets so much power out of that top panel, and like Submariner's not even extending his arm all the way.
No.
And yet it feels like he just unleashed an A-bomb on him.
Yeah. I loved how Kirby, there's these explosions that come off his punches. That's what it looks like. It's like,
oh yeah,
and then, you'll see bits of shit flying off of people, like their teeth or whatever. I don't know what it is, but he hit him so hard they're falling apart.
Don't he always have like the thing, like little pieces of rock coming
Oh
off?
yeah, the thing would always have little pieces. That one makes sense though.
Yeah, I love that last panel. It's so. I find fight scenes difficult to be inventive with, and Kirby just amazes me how he does that.
Yeah. Love it.
So great. Buscema was really good at it too.
Yeah, he was. A lot of power in Buscema's fight scenes.
Excellent work. Excellent. Well, where is everybody? Where'd you guys go?
Billy,
can you hear us?
You know how to use the equipment.
I can hear you. I can't see you. Why are you not? Oh, maybe this is what cinema. Hang on. Did I
hold the lever?
Don't touch that lever.
Hang on a minute. What's up?
You'll blow us all to atoms.
Yeah.
Why is there a lever in there that you pull down and destroys the entire lab?
Lever right in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
This is so weird. Where are you guys? Hang on, I'm gonna remove. Let me remove Andy.
We're right here, Billy. Where are you?
There we are. There we are. Oh, the layout. It's the layout. My goodness gracious.
You gotta do the layout. There it is.
My God.
Billy, step away from the keyboard.
Yeah. Blow us all to atoms.
Where's Deb where you need her? When you need her.
She's in Pennsylvania.
Drinking.
I'm in to save you.
Put the drink down.
Well, excellent show, gentlemen.
Yes.
You guys have some campaigns going on. Somebody's launching a campaign.
It's
so
crazy.
Let's see. But someone recently did launch a campaign. So I would love for you guys. Let's make some money. Let's get some backers for these things. This is remember when we used to stream all the time, guys, and we would and the backers would participate and back our campaigns, and they get bigger and bigger. I think we just became so entertaining that you guys out there don't need to back us anymore. That's what I think. You feel like you don't because you feel like you're part of the family, but you're not part of the family. You're part of the.
Well, no, they are, Billy. That's the worst thing.
It was going so well.
Billy has just lost us.
Because my family doesn't buy shit from me. So, like, hey, can I get that? Yeah, you could go buy it for $20 fucking. How about that?
I'll save you on shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah, here.
There's no Christmas at Billy's house. There's no Christmas at Billy's house.
No, Aaron Lopresti, what do we got going on here?
We call this Barbaric Adventures #1. It's like kind of a throwback to the good old days of the Savage Tales, black and white magazines, creepy and eerie, those type of things. There's 3 stories in here. One by me called Primal Zone. It's kind of an Edgar Rice Burroughs type thing. If you like that stuff, you'll dig this. David Williams has a young knight battling demons to become a man, if you will. Dan Lawless has terraformed Mars that has collapsed into chaos, and one man leads a rebellion against the horrible powers that have taken control. And then, of course, I got the great Joe Jusko to contribute a cover featuring Freya, the Ice Princess, and I almost said Nazi Hunter, Yeti Hunter, and
Joe
anyway, we have these 4 covers.
Nazi Hunter.
That's right. We got these 4 covers, all painted, all sort of reminiscent about, again, those 70s barbarian and adventure magazines we used to see all over the place. And I thought, let's do another one. And you guys, the quality in this book is really off the charts. Even if it maybe not your cup of tea, I think you're going to be sorry if you miss out on it. So give it a look. And I don't know, Billy, do we have the links in the?
Yes, the links are in the description. Our wonderful mods have been also throwing them in there in the chat, but they are definitely in the description of this on the YouTube at least. It's
Yeah.
there.
So anyway, guys, take a look. I appreciate you backing, and there you go.
Want to show the video, buddy?
Well, yeah, we can do the video. Sure. I don't want to, hog the thing, but
No. We're going to do
It's
it.
all good.
I don't hear anything. No sound.
Is there no sound?
No sound. Still no sound.
Yeah.
It's okay. We know what you mean.
Hum a few bars, Aaron.
Yeah.
Technology is for people
Play the
smarter
Benny
than
Hill
me.
song. Play the Benny Hill song while it's running.
Yeah.
Well, you know what you have to do, and I always
That's right.
forget this. When you share something on StreamYard, if you don't take it out of the Chrome tab, if you take it out of Windows, there's no audio. You have to take it out of the Chrome tab, which I forgot to do. So that's on me. Can we try it again? I'm sorry.
Yes,
guys.
100%. Let's try it again, buddy. Let's do it.
This should actually make noise.
There we go.
There it is.
All right, here we go. I paid for the music.
You hate
my
the
God.
music?
I paid for the music. I
Oh,
said.
paid. Did Good Stuff do this, or did you do this, Aaron?
I can't hear you. It's rocking too loud.
Who made the trailer?
Oh, Phil Diaz.
There you go.
In 2 days. I was
Great
like,
stuff.
can you turn this around quick? No.
That's awesome.
Great stuff,
Yeah.
buddy. Great stuff.
Very good.
Thank you, guys.
Bravo.
Anyway,
Nice.
Let's go to the campaign again. Let's close out that window and let's show the campaign. There you go.
so
This
yeah,
campaign looks amazing. You've got you've got 3 tremendous artists on it with some fantastic cover artists.
yes.
And you launched this when?
Wednesday of last
You
week.
launched it so you launched it 6 days ago, and we're
Yep.
only at less than $24,000. Come on, people! My
Crazy talk.
goodness.
It's crazy. What's going on
Look
out
at
there? It's a
that
mad,
art.
mad,
Look
mad,
at
mad,
that.
mad world.
It's a mad world.
All the art is going to be ink washed like this. So it's not just straight black and white. There's actually ink wash in it to kind of give it a little more depth. These are the first 2 pages of my story, Primal Zone, the Alpha Gauntlet. Here's one of Dan's pages. We'll get some of David's up in the next week, probably on here. And there's
Is he
this.
behind in his deadline already?
No. He's he's one of those guys that he's like art. He like lays stuff out and then he kind of figures out what he wants to do and then he kind of gets to the final image. If you back the 2 things I'm pushing really are the 4-pack plus, where you get all 4 covers plus the sketchbook, which is a 32-page. This is 8.5 by 11, like magazine format size. So the sketchbook is 8.5 by 11 as well, 32 pages. And the big barbaric box, which includes everything in the campaign, but you get 2 extra items. This 4-print portfolio signed in a illustrated envelope and this extra cover. This is the color rough. It's not the finished painting, but it's the color rough for the 5th cover that you can only get in the big barbaric box. And so here's all this other stuff. I don't want to spend the whole day with because everybody got stuff to show, but with Indiegogo, you got to keep scrolling, baby. Everything's at the bottom of the page now. There's nothing over on the side except the one pinned campaign. And when you get down there, you can see all the different rewards that you can order. And then if you keep scrolling beyond that, the add-ons come up. And that's everything that's in the campaign that maybe you want to add on an extra item here or there. You can also get Wraith of God 1, 2, and 3, Kit Carter, Garbage Man, Power Cube, all my older material that maybe you missed, you can add on to this campaign. So there you go. It's
and if you guys haven't picked up that sketchbook, pick up the sketchbook too.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's the fun stuff, man. Those sketchbooks are great fun with you, especially like to look behind the scenes a little bit.
Yeah, hang on, Aaron Lopresti. We got Doc Brewski for $1.99. Thank you. Hold up. Is this a black and white book, Lopez?
It is. We like to call it artsy fartsy.
Yeah, so that means that your turnaround time is going to be tremendously.
Yeah, I'm hoping. My
by
plan is to get this book done by June, get it to the printers, and then start shipping it out in August. So there's a couple things I can't control. Print turnaround time, can always screw you up a little bit, but that's kind of the goal right now. So it's not going to be open that long, you guys. So get in there and back now before it disappears.
Excellent. Guys, please back this book. Again, back all the Brofessionals, back your CG heroes, amongst which we are the Fab Five, if you will. Hello. Thank you very much.
Oh,
yeah. So thanks a lot. Artie Bear.
We're the Fab Five. I want to be Yoko.
You are the Yoko of the Fab
You are
Five.
Yoko.
You are the Yoko.
You're the Yoko.
Okay. Since we're playing videos, let's see if this got some sound to it. Get sound?
We can hear it.
Sweet. Woo! Yeah. That's right. Black and white.
Blanco e negro. William Tres. Bueno.
Hey now.
La cucaracha.
We're evil to live.
Whoa. Oh,
Hey now.
The white must
now.
die. 30 years, baby.
30 effing years, bro.
Wow.
I feel like an old man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys. Black and White is in demand right now. Thank you guys so much for getting us as far as we have. We're stone's throw away from 40K. 40K, you unlock a bunch of cool stretch goals. And if I'm not pushing my luck real quick, let some people see what I'm working on here.
Show us some of your wonderful
Show away.
So this is an example of some good storytelling. I think it's good storytelling.
I can tell what's going on. That means successful.
And then look at the billboards. This shows up all the time. It's the Bros store.
What do we sell at the Bro store?
We sell comic books, baby, and it's right next to the Hack Shack store. And then over here we got the Inco store. So it's all covered there.
Is that like a R&B club or something? The Inco store. What would that?
Yeah, the Inco Club. Yeah, and and the weird thing is, like, my favorite thing on this page is that stupid helmet because it was in his hand. You see it right there.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just the shadow and the way it all kind of worked out. And, because it's weird trying to think like, okay, I know how the helmet works on his head, but how does it work if it was just there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was pretty happy with that. And I like inset panels. So I'm a big fan of the inset panel, and I think it really works here. And then this page just went out to the colorist. This is page 51, and go ahead.
This is another really good page.
So we got the Robot Club, where the robots
going on
hang
in
out.
every panel of this book.
Yeah.
Every
They
single
get-
panel, there's a lot going on.
Yep.
But,
Yeah,
but you don't get lost. It's not
Yep.
extraneous detail. It's detail that draws your eye where it has to go.
Yeah, and it's
Thank
really does a
you.
good job of setting the mood or the setting the scene, where we're
There's
at.
so many
what's going
guys that
on.
just cover up all their mistakes with detail.
Yeah.
Right.
I try.
And
I
it's
try,
fun to
Graham
look at.
Nolan.
It's like, oh, look at this. I'm supposed to be impressed, but it just tells me you don't know what you're doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent use of your chiaroscuro.
Well, thank you.
And for those that aren't familiar with the term, it actually means black and white.
Indeed. My favorite thing is, like, digitally, I took this this third panel of Juju and I put it on this screen here and I augmented it to work within the perspective. And I was like, very
Yeah.
proud of that.
Oh
Yeah.
wow!
Pretty happy with
Or
it.
aren't you growing up?
Yeah, technology. So you guys watch out. Juju is watching. She's always there, and she'll mess your shit up.
I love that
Bad
character.
juju.
I love that
Excellent.
character. The design on her is so cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. I had a ball doing it. Yeah, and that's a callback to Black and White issue 1 of the ongoing. So if you guys remember back in '95 or whatever, she appeared in that book. But this is the redesign, and I think she has improved over the years. So if you guys want some cool supernatural robot battles, all kinds of cool stuff, spy thriller, we got a little bit of everything in Black and White, Sins of the Father, Volume 3. So you guys back today. Thank you.
Hey now. All right. Just before we go to you, Graham Nolan, we got a $10 super chat from our boy, Bad Adam 12. Thank you, brother, for that. So, Aaron, so it's a coloring book? Just kidding. It looks fantastic.
Hey, yes, you buy 2
Fantastically
copies.
done.
One, you buy 2 copies. One you can color. The other one you can keep in black and white. There you
Perfect.
go.
Yeah, there you
Except
go.
Black
I want your
and
kids.
white.
Excellent, excellent. Now, Grant, now, I know you just launched it last week, Aaron, on Indiegogo. I would think with the pedigree that you have of people that are involved in this project, and especially Mr. Jusko, who's just, I think, made $500,000 on his Art of Joe Jusko book.
Oh, did it really? Wow.
Oh yeah, you should look at that. And then you got to reach
Wonder if
out
you
to
can loan
Joe
me
and say,
some.
who published this book. I'll try to look for the Joe Jusko book on Kickstarter. It did tremendously well. So get it on Kickstarter, man. And
I'm
get
going to.
everyone who bought Joe Jusko's
Oh,
book
I'm going to.
put it in an update on Joe's, on Joe's last campaign. He didn't mention this to you.
What, his art book?
Yeah.
No, I think now that you mentioned, I think I did see it or was aware of it.
Well, no, we know he mentioned it to you because he mentions it to everybody, but he didn't mention the campaign. I love you, Joe. Didn't mention the campaign, and they should use it to share on their on their updates and stuff like that for the book. So
Next time Billy drinks this much before the show, we gotta just put him on the back.
bring him in.
Somebody else
Am I
host.
wrong? My God, major glitch. Is anything I'm saying wrong? I just want to be loved. Is that so wrong?
It's so wrong.
That's so wrong. All right, Graham Spankin' Nolan. What do we got here, buddy?
Tomorrow at
Oh.
noon, we are launching Giant Size Two-Fisted Tales #2.
That's what she
And-
said.
Hey now.
This
Hey,
is
Coco.
going to be a 144-page deluxe hardcover
Wow.
and written by Chuck Dixon and illustrated by the late, great Butch Geis.
Oh, wow.
And it's a World War II story, a what-if World War II story. It asks the question, what if the scientists on the Manhattan Project were killed and we never developed the A-bomb? All the preparations for the invasion of mainland Japan became moot thanks to Fat Man and Little Boy, now have to be implemented. Our troops face a dug-in population willing to fight to the death for their emperor god. And if you weren't benching 315 before, people, when you read this book, you will be. You'll be in the Spartan Club because there's so much testosterone in it. Look at this. Look at this
Butch
screen.
Geis,
Look at this shot,
People
those
don't
beast
know
of-
how good Butch was. They don't
Yeah.
really realize, I don't think. Look at this.
So great.
Is this book done?
It's done.
Holy crap.
Yeah, this is that reminds me. This is a 30-day campaign, folks, exclusively on Fund My Comic. When we get our orders in after the 30 days and it comes down, the files are going to the printer. So this is going to be a fast turnaround. You're going to be reading this cool shit story pretty soon. So get out there early and back it, and that way we'll get
general in a tank blazing away.
Look at this shit. Yeah.
Who painted the cover?
Butch.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Butch did that. I did
Wow, that guy was really talented.
Yeah.
And who's this Nolan guy?
Yeah, some hack. I did a variant cover for it.
Well,
And then we're also going to be doing a trade paperback. A little bit less costly. But the deluxe hardcover is the way to go. I mean, this.
Wait a minute, the book's only 75 cents. What?
And there's a catch-up tier. You can get Two-Fisted #1 also.
That Michael Golden cover?
Yeah, with the Michael Golden
How many pages, Graham?
144.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's man.
And when we hit 10,000, we're going to get this bookmark.
That's a great shot.
Yeah.
That shot.
Wait a minute, that's the bookmark? Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, that's the bookmark.
Wow, that layout worked perfect.
I love the shadow on the plane from the plane.
Yeah, that was really cool.
And then the cover, minus all the trade dress, is going to be a mini print for the next stretch goal.
I'd hang that on my wall.
Yeah,
for sure.
I know you would.
Look at that. Hey, Tojo, you're next. Well, this is why it's not on Kickstarter. I was afraid that all this jingoistic stuff, World War II stuff, was going to get some liberal, all pissy, and get it kicked off of Kickstarter, for being racist or something, anti-Oriental or whatever. I don't know what you'd call it.
Chapo. I think if you just say that, with its fair share of propaganda images, you just use that.
Yeah.
World War II era propaganda inspired by World War II propaganda, then nobody will mind.
Oh, yeah, so now I got to explain myself. Fuck them. I'm going on.
Screw that, he says.
Yeah, I'm going on Fund My Comic, where they're not going to gatekeep me.
So the thing is, you guys get to back a great indie book and also support a real indie platform. So when this thing goes live, you guys get in there.
Exactly.
Well, I think the thing we can't emphasize enough is the quality of work you're getting out of these professional projects is, this is as good as you could get at Marvel and DC during their best years.
Oh yeah.
And
we were originally published by Wildstorm.
Years, so we are those guys.
Yeah. This was originally published by Wildstorm, and it's not going to be nearly as good. Theirs wasn't nearly as good as this one's going to be.
Just extraordinary. Look at all that reference. Oh my God. Look at them B-17s. Just unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
So this is launching at 12 noon tomorrow on Fund My Comic. Put that into your calendar. Get that link. And if you haven't subscribed to my newsletter at compasscomics.com, do that and you'll get an email as soon as we go live, and you won't miss out. But I want to just get everybody out there as early as possible, because this is only a 30-day campaign. And if we're going to hit those stretch goals, which is what the backers are going to benefit from, every one of the backers benefits when you hit those stretch goals. So the sooner we hit those and get them, the better we're going to be. And my goal is to make this independent the first six-figure young lady campaign on a Fund My Comic. Let's help those guys out over there. They're doing yeoman's work trying to create, this gatekeep free website for crowdfunding.
So we don't have to sell our soul to a platform so we can, make our comic books. Yeah, exactly.
So these are good folks over there. Let's help support them and help support independent comics, support Chuck Dixon and Butch Geiss's family.
There you go.
Rock and roll. But I like this one. Look at this. Randy Howell says both Tojo and Cecil will be defeated. Great stuff, buddy. Great stuff. Can't wait. Are you going to go live tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going to go live at 12 noon for a little bit just to get it launched. And then Chuck Dixon and I are going to come on together at 4. And then I have to break for the landing party. We have trivia night at the landing party. And then the Comicsgate Live is going to do a launch at 9.
Oh, nice. Tomorrow night? Doing Comicsgate Live?
At 9, yep.
Terrific. Well done, brother. Everybody go out there, please. The link to this campaign is there. So please, it is in the description. Again, on YouTube, I see 189 people watching right now all across the Twitter space and the YouTube. You guys are on YouTube. Please smash that like button for your favorite professional. It doesn't have to be me. Just smash it for one of these guys.
That's it.
Excellent work, brother. Excellent.
Thanks, man. I'm looking forward to it tomorrow. Oh, and I have New 77 is still up too. So
yeah,
check that one out.
Real quick before I go to Andy, just to share. Look, Joe Jusko's The Art of Joe Jusko. His latest book that came out last year in August, I think, of 2025, did $140,000 on Kickstarter, I think.
Who published
look at this? He did the book. Joe Pruitt did the Marvel. His trade.
Okay, yeah.
Look what it did.
Yeah, that's cool.
$516,000. Oh, $517,000. Come on, Lopez. Get that guy on your team, bro.
Yeah.
But who made the money on that?
Yeah, Marvel or Joe?
I don't know. But he also had the Joe Just. Let's see if I can go back if that'll let me.
You know why this stuff pisses me off? Because Marvel already has a publication. They already have a company. Like, why do they have to start getting into our territory?
Yeah, this book of the Book of Jusko did $140,000.
See, I'm all for that.
So
but
I'm just
the
saying,
Marvel
man.
stuff,
And that's Joe Pruitt.
Joe Pruitt's company.
Yeah, Aaron, when are you going to have Joe on your show?
As soon as I quit being so lazy.
Oh my God! So never.
You know what, Aaron? I think the time is pretty right to get him on there and have him send an update and tell everybody to buy your book. Come on.
I love Andy. Like, Andy's quiet, and then those things just come out of nowhere, and they always floor me, man.
Lilnet,
right.
Infernal Conflict, guys. Yes, it's still live. I'm over halfway done with it. The best deal, though, and link in the description below, of course. Where is the one? Oh, here it is. The best deal, of course, is the Get Everything box. Get the 2-inch figure. Get the exclusive First Man new story. Get the black and white mail-in cover, only in the box. The Usurcia bookmark. And it's all knocked down. Save $30. Get it all. And of course, I'm going to share some black and white art. I haven't done that in a while.
Let's do it.
So here's one page.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. There you go.
Oh my gosh, Billy!
It's all fighting stuff now.
Wow.
This guy doesn't like being raked across the face by a chick, but he gets his comeuppance on the next page. I wasn't going to show it, but I decided, you know what? Why not?
Well, when you got a rack,
oh my God!
When you got a rack like that,
yeah.
Oh, she just took it to him.
Ouch.
Oh, good Lord!
That guy ain't coming back from that.
That's as bad as
those 3 panels, right? Of course he's not. Look at him.
You know what, Andy? You might be the king of the gore because that shot that you did last night on the King's drawing show,
Savage Dragon getting annihilated.
Holy crap! Like I found myself like, how would you even work that out? You know what I mean? Like, it's not just punching the guy's head off, but his jaw is being pulled off as well. It was right. It was really good.
Thank you. So there you go. Couple new pages right there. 3 copies left of the retro edition, where it's just the whole book is printed on newsprint and has its own cover as well. Let me get down to it. We got 10 pages of preview art up. There it is. Let's open this in a little new tab.
Let's open it up.
Open image and new tab. Oh, look at that. Nice retro cover. It's distressed, just the way Aaron likes to buy all his books. certificate
You
of
and Graham.
authenticity, limited to 100 copies, signed and numbered. So go get
Another
it,
butt
guys.
shot.
Yes.
That's right.
You and Graham destroying fine comic books. It was just with your poor upkeep. It just goes.
I know. I know. That's what we do here.
Well, comics
So,
were made
yeah.
to be
We
read.
read them, Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
do I.
right.
Carefully, with respect.
We
Yeah. Well,
enjoy
I don't
them.
know how
True of
much
everything.
CBCS graded books are going to be worth
Oh,
anymore with the new.
I've only
Yeah,
got a couple. I've only
CBCS
got a
don't,
couple.
not doing comics anymore.
Nope.
So there you go, guys. Lilith Infernal Conflict coming your way soon. Go back it now, and you'll feel so good about yourself. Look at that. A foil
Is that a
cover.
metal cover, Andy?
No, it's foil. I believe I'm the first one in CG that's doing a foil cover, getting on
Look
the
at that.
foil bandwagon. Wait,
at that.
Billy, have you done a foil cover yet?
Not absolutely not. No, I would never even think of it
Oh, you son of a bitch. Why not?
because if
Well,
you're doing.
Oh, yes, foil cover. So
She would look great with one of those type of covers.
she's shiny.
Yeah,
There you go, guys.
I think the cover I did with Dan Lawless would look nice as a foil cover too.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that the dude that gets his guts ripped out on the cover?
Yes.
Spoiler.
No.
Maybe he gets better.
Yeah, you never know.
Maybe.
Little Monty
You
Python.
put the little battine on it, little band-aid.
Little back teen. I haven't heard that. in a while.
Do they even make that anymore?
With that red crap, yeah.
It
Probably.
used to hurt like hell when they'd spray that on.
I know. I remember that stuff.
No, you know, it used to hurt. Did your dads? I remember my dad when I was growing up would have that. What was it called? A styptic pencil or something when you
Yeah.
cut yourself shaving.
Yep.
And I remember when I first started shaving, he was like, "Oh, you cut yourself. Use this." I'm like, "Okay." It burned so bad.
Yeah, it does. It stings.
Cauterizes your face.
What was
Oh,
that
my
stuff? Mercurochrome or whatever that it was? It was a red bottle and there was like a little glass, whatever, and you
Yeah.
stain your skin with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it.
Spoonful of castor oil. You know, just
Oh,
Never had that.
Oh,
You know, there are people now. What is the oil? Like the cooking oil, or whatever that people are now taking shots of.
Olive oil?
really?
Olive oil, yeah.
Yeah, opera
they're
singers
putting it
used
on-
to do that.
They're putting it on their face, like it's supposed to be good for your skin, and they're just taking shots of it. Yeah.
There's also avocado oil is highly recommended as well. I cook with that too.
I can't wait for us all to go to your house, Aaron, and you cook for us.
Well,
What was that stuff? It's that white oil that people used to cook with. What the hell was that stuff? They made cake out of it, but it was a Crisco oil.
Oh,
That
Crisco
was like-
oil. Oh my God, yeah.
That was a mechanic. That was a mechanical lubricant.
Yeah.
That's what it was originally. And then somebody got the. Who does this? Who goes? You know what? We can feed this to people. Like,
Yeah, I
who-
know. Yeah, you know,
You know who
I think
does
Procter-
it?
I think it was
Procter and
Procter
Gamble.
Gamble. Yeah,
Yeah.
they did
Procter
it.
and
And then
Gamble.
they went further than that, and they go, you know what? We can make icing for cakes out of it. And so, no.
Yeah.
It's amazing how we haven't lived that much longer than people born 100 years ago, and they smoked because of all this other
Right.
shit that they gave us afterwards, all the
Yeah.
processed foods and
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, I
Anyway.
hope.
So yeah, so to end it, I have a campaign too. It's Ran Revenge of the Warriors, which is live on both Kickstarter and Indiegogo. We have 25 pages already colored and lettered. I'll be finishing up my art at the end of next week. And we've got a special thing. I'm going to share it right now. I am going to, once I get done with this, we are so close in Indiegogo to breaking $80,000. We are like 79,300 or something like that. And once we hit that $80,000, we unlock the Walter Simonson trading card. But maybe I should share it real quick. All right, I'll share it. I wasn't going to share it, but I'm going to share it because
just share it, Billy. You know you want to
share it, Billy, if you can figure out how.
I'm going to share it. Here we go.
We got to get a zipper sound effect for that. Show it. Zip.
Zip. So there we are. 79,347 So
Oof.
we are closing in on our $80,000 stretch goal, which will be the Walter Simonson trading card. And then we're going to have a new stretch goal. Debbie is putting it together, trying to do the numbers and everything. But we're going to expand the book from 48 pages to 56 pages, and we're going to be introducing a new character.
Ooh.
It's going to be the debut of a whole new character, which I think is a little apropos since, you know, she debuted in the Razor annual, and Ran debuted in She Gatecrasher. So why not introduce a totally new character, hot, total smoke show? Will be debuting in Ran Revenge of the Warrior, and this is going to be a flip book.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh. So, and there's my eye. Look, Graham, we talking about the eye? There's the eye.
Yeah.
Go with the very.
Let's go.
very
Let's go.
80s stuff. So if you guys could please check out Ran Revenge of the Warrior. And then I have one more thing I want to share, because we are celebrating 32 years ago this week. I'm trying to decipher exactly which day, because it might actually be today or it's the 30th of March. We're celebrating the She's anniversary with a special happy 32nd anniversary to She. We're offering these books, the Senryaku hardcover and also the She original art edition. This is 244 pages. This book's 112 pages for just $32 for a $32 special. And the same thing with this. It's a mystery pack and also mystery print pack. And then we also have a remark. So if you add a remark, my remarks are $50. They're going to be for $32. Now this is an $80 book. Yeah. Oh yeah. What?
Are they limited? Are they limited,
buddy? I don't know how much. Let me see. Let's see how many she put up. Yeah, only
You don't
20
even
of them.
know.
Or maybe there was 32 of them. She might have put 32.
I
of them.
like she's just obligating Billy. It's like there's only 100.
No, she won't. No, so we sold half of them. We sold half of them already. So the
Wow, that's pretty good.
a little over it. So these things are going. Guys, if you could please support us. The Senryaku book is beautiful. We've got some of the biggest names in comics working in it, from Joe Jusko, speaking of our pal, Jim Lee, Mark Silvestri, Frank Frazetta did the cover. My God. So if you guys don't mind, please support us. For those of you that order the Wolverine Sheet 25th anniversary exclusive, that book is at the printer now. We'll be getting that book this week, and we'll be shipping them out. So
nice.
Thanks everybody for all your support, and thank you for supporting all these bros.
Yes.
We all work incredibly hard. We are so humbled and appreciative, right, of everyone's
Absolutely.
of you guys backing us and having faith in us, because we realize how tough, this is your hard-earned money, and it means everything to us that you guys are sharing it with us. So tomorrow, Graham Nolan launches Two-Fisted Manly Tales on Fund My Comics. He will be going live at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's when the campaign goes live.
The campaign goes live, and you will be going live along with it. Aaron Lopresti, of course, just launched his Barbaric Tales. Barbaric Tales, right?
Barbaric Adventures. But
Barbaric Adventures.
They are tales too.
And there's a lot of tale in these stories. I might
there
add.
might even be a fable in one of them or two of them. R.T. Bear is finishing up Black and White 3, Sins of the Father. Andy Smith, Lilith.
Yes.
Which is on both Kickstarter and Indiegogo. He's finishing up that damn book. We're rocking and rolling. Ran Revenge of the Warrior is over more than halfway colored. It's a 44-page story. I'll be done with all my black and white artwork the end of next week, and my colorist is right behind me, man. So,
and you got a $10 super chat, so don't forget to read
we got a $10
Is
super
that Paul
chat.
Taylor? There he is.
Paul Taylor.
Hey,
Paul,
Paul.
good evening. The Leafs are out of the playoffs, and the Islanders Sabres are in. Yes, for the time being. Oh, the humanity. Also, and the Sabres are from Buffalo. Graham.
Go Sabres.
Yeah. Also, new Indiegogo continues to be like new Coke. Nobody wants it. Sadly, sadly so. It's a shame how they literally killed a well-oiled machine, and it's. I mean, I'm grateful because we're almost at $80,000 sans shipping. So we're actually over 90,000, closing in on $100,000 with it. But we also, guys, will be doing a Fund My Comic for Rand Revenge of the Warrior with a whole new variant cover. So,
Oh, nice.
Yep. Thank you, everybody. So, guys, thanks a lot. Tune in tomorrow. All these guys have shows tomorrow.
That's
so
right.
You have Pontificators. You have the Dennis and Andy show. You have
That's
Graham
right.
Nolan going not once, not twice, but 3 times live. And of
4.
course, we've got the Graybeards. Have we decided 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time what the subject of Graybeards will be this week? Aaron Lopresti?
Yeah, I didn't check the poll, but looks like X-Men villains is probably winning. Is the last time I checked. I'll have to go check, but I think that's what it ended up being.
I voted for Avengers.
Me too.
Saying.
Well,
Me
Avengers didn't do well. They just
Yep.
did not represent. It was X-Men. You know X-Men. It's X-Men. What are you gonna do?
Well, I think if you would have
I
had the
know.
Charlton villains, that would have been a home run. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining us. Love you, bros. Love all you guys out there. You guys rock and roll. And we say we go out with this, Aaron Lopresti. What do you say, buddy?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's effing do this. You guys rock. Thanks a lot.